First off, let's stick to my basics. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be ranking Disney villains. So before I was ranking Disney princes, and today I will be ranking Disney villains. First villain on the list is Ursula. I barely think I even need to talk about this, but she's obviously getting a 10 out of 10 for me. Like, she's strong, she's powerful. Her plan was so close to working. It's like seconds away from actually winning and becoming the most powerful out of all the people in the sea and taking his little fork. And she dresses amazingly. Yes, she is a scammer. Yes, let me just go ahead and get out of the way. Yes, she is a scammer. But if you think about it, she does effectively communicate to the people that she's scamming. She's not like Aladdin, where Aladdin's just flat out lying. It sounds like I have something against Aladdin. I don't. But Aladdin's just lying. But she's actually telling you, okay, there are conditions. Like, yes, she may sabotage it so you don't win even through those conditions, but still, the fact that she even lets you know that there is conditions, I think she's a very kind, sweet spirited woman. I just think she just wanted his powers. Was she gonna use it for good? No, but she's a villain. She's a villain. She's not a protagonist. Like, come on now. Just for those reasons, I said her style is impeccable. She was a queen. She slayed that house down. I just think her vocals was 100%, 10 out of 10. So I gotta give my girl Ursula, I gotta give her a 10 out of 10. Like, she makes living like a villain seem fun. And she had all those leashes. What do you call them things? I don't even know what they're called. But she had all them pets in there that were like really human souls and stuff like that. She really embodied that, who she was, unapologetically. So a 10 out of 10 for me. One of the best villains, point blank, period. This next one is really, really tough and hard to rate. See, Scar has so much going for him, but one thing I can't stand is people being jealous and envious of other people. That's why most of the people in this list became villains anyways, because they were jealous and envious. But I think he takes it to another level. Scar just kind of just seemed much more vicious than a lot of these other villains did. Like, even though the other villains had their little moments, had their little tings or whatever, there's so many double standards compared to Ursula. Like, all of these things, like Ursula was trying to trick her niece or whatever and stuff like that, and still trying to, assassinate all of them. But Scar was so trifling. Let's be honest, Scar was so trifling, but I love his voice. So again, I think the voice might have to be a separate score, but Scar's voice was impeccable. Also one of the top voices. But Scar, I don't like that he did that to his brother like that. Like, he did his brother dirty. Absolutely dirty. I get it. Scar just wanted to be appreciated. He just wanted to be, considered equal as his brother. And I think in that hierarchy, it's kind of hard to receive the same type of respect as his brother did. So, but it was kind of really sad to see, at least with Ursula and her brother, like, we don't really get to see that much of when they were like talking and close to each other and stuff like that. But I think Scar's, even though Ursula is still related to her brother and she still did all that, but Scar, we saw their relationship, them going back and forth. We actually saw a little bit of context to that. And because we saw much more of Scar interacting with his brother than Ursula interacting with hers, it was really dirty the way he did them, and it was really trifling. I remember being so angry at Scar as a kid. I was so mad. I was crying. I was sobbing. Scar, even though your voice is very nice, and I'm gonna give you points just for the voice, but what you did was dirty. What you did was gross. So I'm gonna give you a 5 out of 10, because as much as I want to rate you higher, the way you treated him and the way you just threw him off that cliff, like, that was so unnecessary. So 5 out of 10. The next one is Gaston, but I don't think he's really a Disney villain. Like, yes, he had some, I think his worst offense was like his ego. I don't think he was like really, and then literally, what did he try to do? He tried to kill the beast that he thought was hurting Belle. That doesn't sound like a villain to me. Like, yeah, he's a crap person, but like, if we look at him and the beast, who is the real villain of this whole situation? It's kind of a sticky situation. Now, personality wise, Gaston would get like a 0 out of 10, but he had a confidence, and at least he wasn't a monster that trapped a girl in the castle. Now, he does seem very misogynist, and he's just this egotistical person. But I think him and the Beast kind of go toe to toe with that whole misogynist, treat women terrible thing. So I think they're both very similar in that aspect. But like, he was trying to save her from the Beast. Like, that would be alarming to me as well. If I was to see someone fall in love with a monster, I would have there would be some red flags that would be going off as well. I would also be trying to go to that castle and be like, girl, get it together, get it together. He's not really on par with a lot of these other villains that are in this list. He's not even nowhere near that. He was just really focused on himself. He was focused on himself and getting Belle. He didn't really do other things like the other people did. He wasn't like he wasn't like hurting his brothers or his family or nothing like that. So he's not the same as them. So he's not really a villain. So I'm just going to give him a 1 out of 10. Like, he's not really in this list like that. I don't know why he's a part of this. Next is Mother Gothel. If you don't know who that is, she's from Rapunzel, but basically it was her fake mother. I think Mother Gothel might be one of the worst outside of Scar. Stealing a baby that doesn't belong to you, and then proceeding to just use this baby for her hair and how it can make you younger and all that other stuff. Like, your villain story is you not leaving a castle and kidnapping a baby and forcing them to be in the castle so you can use them for what you need them for. Like, that's so weird to me. It's like, she ate that little song up that she saw to give her points just because she ate that little song up. But when we put the facts in black and white with what she's doing with kidnapping Rapunzel as a baby and then keeping her locked in this tower and not letting her go out and interact with people, isolation is very depressing and scary. And for her to do that is just... it's gonna be a no for me. So she's gonna go ahead and get a 0 out of 10 for me. Oh, her song was really good. Her song ate down. So I'm gonna give her a 2 out of 10. She's getting a 2 out of 10 for me. So don't come for me in the comments. That's what she's getting. Next, we have the Evil Queen from Snow White. Now, the Evil Queen also ate down. She had a few of her costumes, I didn't really get to see her hair like that, but I'm sure her hair was cute. She was already pretty. I just don't know why she would. It's so weird to me when people so much older than you would get jealous of somebody much younger than them in the first place. It's such weirdness to me. Like, she's still a child. What are you getting jealous of a child for? Like, you're twice her age, babe. I don't understand. Like, why all these Disney villains, why do they all have to be jealous? It's like it all stems from jealousy. All of these characters stem from jealousy and being envious of someone else. Like, jealousy kills people, y'all. Jealousy can hurt other people that are around you and even yourself. Girl, that mirror told her, who's the fairest of them all? Not you, but that's okay. That's okay. You're the second fairest. My thing is, why even ask the mirror? Who is this mirror? Like, why do they get say over how you feel about yourself and your self-esteem? Why do you gotta have the mirror compare you to someone else? Like, it's just weird in the first place. If you that girl, you that girl. Why do you need to compare yourself to somebody twice younger than you, twice your age, girl? You're all in your own race. So just for being the biggest hater of all time, and she didn't have a song either. Like, if you have a song or a good voice, I'll give you points based on that. But she didn't have a song. She didn't have nothing. Like, girl's just a hater. So I'm gonna go ahead and give her. Sorry, I'm gonna give her a 1 out of 10. She's not worse than Mother Gothel, but at least Mother Gothel had a song. She doesn't even have a song. She's just a hater. Period. Our last Disney villain on this list is Hades from Hercules. I think this list has been very biased. This list is gonna be very biased because I really like Hades from Hercules. I think he was entertaining. I think it was funny. I like the sarcasm. I like the ones who have a personality. Whatever. I like the villains that actually have personality and charisma. And he was just like, I felt bad for him. Like, some of these villains, like, growing up when I saw them, I was just really angry when I saw them. But Hades was such a funny, like, villain and antagonist that it was hard not to like kind of like him a little bit. Like, you mad because you're just like, oh, I want Hercules to win. But the protagonists sometimes don't be having no personality. Now, Hercules did, but some protagonists in some of these films didn't have no personality. So Hades was like up there in terms of personality. And, he had the blue flame going, the outfit, the fit, it was nice looking. You know, so I I am extremely biased. I really liked Hades. He sold it for me. You know, at the end I was like, what side am I on? Like I got it on nothing bad that happened to Hades. Like I'm rooting for him at the same time, and I'm not supposed to be rooting for the villain in this film. I think he ate down. I mean, you know, he tried, he lost, but so so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, at least he wasn't trying to like throw his family member off the cliff or like these other people were. Like he wasn't trying to do all that. So yeah, I'm gonna give him a 10 out of 10. I just love Hercules in general, so he's getting a 10 out of 10. I don't even think he had any songs. I don't think he needed any songs in the show. Even if he did, I'm gonna go back and watch it, but he's a 10 out of 10 for me. Best personality, one of the best villains to ever do it. 10 out of 10. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And let me know if you want to see a part 2. There are much more Disney villains. There are much more Disney princes and protagonists and male leads. If you want, I could do more of this series. Let me know what you think in the comments, if you agreed or disagreed, or if you got some choice words for me in the comments because of this ranking system. Remember, this is my ranking system. So this is very biased on what I believe and I feel. And if they have a good voice, they're going to get a good ranking every time. Every time, or extra points at least. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, that helps me a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later.
Secure them. Secure them. Cure.